You're watching FemVids, and we're looking at International Youth Day. International Youth Day was on the 12th of August, and to celebrate, lots was going on here in Suva as well as around the country, I believe. We're going to take a little look at what International Youth Day actually means by looking a little bit closer at the theme of youth migration. Now, I couldn't find anything that really went alongside youth migration as the theme, but apparently, according to the International Youth Day page, about 30% of migrants are young people. And this could be for a variety of reasons. But while they were looking at international migrants, I think particularly here in the Pacific, internal migration, that is within states and within countries, is probably much bigger than actual migration. Particularly with that because it's a lot cheaper to move from a rural area, for example, to an urban area, or vice versa. Although it's a little bit difficult either way because of a variety of reasons. Different centers rely on completely different economies, whether it's on farming or whether it's on formal employment or whether it's around actual dead economies anyway, and that's why a lot of people leave them. There's also the cultural aspect, and I was talking to Maria Toleka, who does quite a lot of the broadcasting for the Morning Wave show, which celebrated the whole week by having International Youth Week on the show. She said that quite a lot of the time, young people that may migrate rather, from a rural area to an urban area face quite a number of difficulties. And those difficulties are actually the issues that were raised among young people, and that's young people in general, as well as young people from our community radio network that kind of raised their issues for International Youth Day. I basically asked the question, what do you as a young person prioritize? And quite a number of it are social issues, and yes, unemployment is a social issue, just as is one of the biggest, I think, issues encroaching on Fiji and the Pacific is teenage pregnancy. Now, dealing with these issues means the involvement of young people, and it means that young people need to be involved in the solution so that it's a long-term solution. We learn strategies on how to incorporate young people, so when the young people we incorporate are much older, they already have those systems in place to allow young people to continue that flow of not producing a generation gap, that is. You know, I mean, a lot of the times you empower young people, they become leaders, and that's it. Younger people aren't empowered after that. So if you're a young person and you celebrated International Youth Day, you know, you can let us know how and why you celebrated it. As well as if you're an older person and you also celebrated International Youth Day, also tell us how and why. Thank you very much. This has been FemVids. I'm Sean Ross. Because it's always really nice to know what you did, how you had good fun times, or how you had a very productive time, because sometimes we end up just doing productive things that aren't necessarily fun, but we can do fun things that are productive. So, there are a whole bunch of ways to do stuff.